Yo, what's going on YouTube? How you guys doing? Hello. So today we are playing some Pyramid Head, and I have some opinions about this guy. I have a lot of opinions about this guy. Some of them I think might be a little bit out there. Some people might call me crazy. Some people might agree with me. I don't know. But I think Pyramid Head is kind of insanely strong. Like, he's kind of absolutely nuts, to be honest with you. I think he's absurdly, I'm not going to say OP, because I think he can still be beaten by survivors that kind of just like split up and do gens. But let's be real. What killer can't be beaten by survivors that split up and do gens, right? Like, it doesn't matter what killer you play. If the survivors really split up and just hammer out gens, you're just going to lose. However, I think there's a lot of things in his kit that are very oppressive. Oppressive is the word I'm looking for. Sorry, oppressive. Very oppressive. So I'm going to do some gameplay today. I'm just going to play through some matches with him, and I'm kind of just going to discuss my thoughts while I play. My build is not, I'm not even really going to do like a showcase for my build and talk about it, because it's literally just the perks that I have at level 50. I leveled him up to level 50, and I'm putting points into Survivor now, and whatever perks I got with him is what I'm using, and like, I got a bunch of trash. I don't think any of these 4 perks are going to go into my final build with him. Maybe Corrupt Intervention will, but none of these perks are going to go into my final build. These are all not great perks on him aside from Corrupt. So, I'm even running Corrupt and Ruin together, which is a terrible combo. I'm desperate here, man. My perks are trash, okay? They're trash. I'm just running what I can. But anyway, let's play some games, and I'll discuss things. All right, we got the new map. God damn it. I'm going to be honest, I hate this map, but it's okay. It's okay. We can still talk about it. So, main thing I want to talk about is this. You see how, like, when you're doing this and you leave the trail, right? So while you're doing that, you leave like the big ass trail behind you or whatever. But while you're doing that, you go 4.4. Like, that just be like, right now I'm 4.6. That's like regular run speed for like Trapper, Wraith, or whatever. That's 4.6. When you're leaving your trail, you go 4.4, which is like a Huntress/Hag speed, which is, might I say, still kind of quick. You know, you can still catch up to survivors while doing this. Not only that, look at how quickly you're able to swing after you let go of it. Wait, is there a person here? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. What are you doing, boy? What the hell are you doing, boy? Anyway, so, yeah. There's kind of this thing with Pyramid Head where you are able to zone people extremely well. Like, disgustingly. Wait, why would he not use that pallet? Where are you going? Why would you not use the pallet that was right beside you? You're crazy. You're absolutely insane. For instance, I'll try to show you. If a survivor is like running to a pallet or just somewhere, like right here, I'll show you an example. You know what? I tried to show you an example, but it's my first game of the day. Just give me a second, all right? Here. Look, see, he can't drop the pallet there, or else I use the attack. Right there is kind of a perfect example of zoning. He can't drop the pallet, because if he does, I'll use my shockwave attack. But then if he doesn't drop the pallet, I can just pick up my sword and then just continue along with the loop. Essentially, like, while you're playing loops with survivors, you can essentially just stick your sword in the ground every single time they're about to drop the pallet, and then they can't do anything. Like, they're fucked. They can't drop the pallet, because if they do, you shockwave them. If they don't drop the pallet, you can put down your sword. As long as you are paying good enough attention. What the hell is my build, by the way? Why am I running Pop and Ruin and Corrupt? What is this terrible perk combination I'm running? I'm sorry, I didn't think very hard when I threw these perks on. I kind of just clicked on some stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I keep getting sidetracked, but my point still stands. Essentially, if while you're looping with a survivor, if every single time they're about to get to a window or pallet, all you gotta do is just do this. You just do that every single time they're about to get to a window or pallet, and then what do they do? They have no options. If they drop the pallet, you hit them with a shockwave. If they don't drop the pallet, you just pick it up. Here, I'll see how the game keeps going. But I've noticed this. I've been playing Pyramid Head a lot, and I've been noticing this. This is pretty much how every chase goes. It feels like survivors are left with pretty much no options. Is she here? No, she kept running too. I'm blind. Sorry, I'm very blind. I am very, very blind. I mean, I guess that's an option, right? Just running ahead and pre-throwing every pallet. Like, I guess if that's how you want to play, like, that kind of works, right? If you just pre-throw god pallets and then never stay at a pallet ever, I guess hypothetically. She actually got a lot of distance because of me getting lost for a second. That was really dumb. It's taken a long time to catch up. Hey, dude. Dead hard? Dead hard? Dead hard? No? Someone's here. Somebody was here. Somebody is here. They went upstairs. They're too far. They're too far. Not worth it. Not worth it. I'm just gonna get the hook. Yo, by the way, this build, you guys are gonna give me so much shit in the comment section. I already know, dude. Like, I literally already know. This build is terrible, man. My God, it's bad. What was I thinking? I was like, yeah, Pop's a pretty good perk. Ruin's a pretty okay perk. Corrupt's a pretty good perk. And then they literally have, like, the worst synergies with each other, man. Like, Ruin's gonna get broken because Corrupt is gonna force them, you know, to, like, move around. And then, like, you can't really combine Ruin and Pop because, you know, you can't kick gens while Ruin's up. You know what? Maybe it's Big Brain. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's Big Brain because you know that Ruin's gonna get broken, right? Like, you have the early game slowdown of Corrupt. Ruin's there just to, like, piss him off for a little while until eventually it gets broken. And then after it gets broken, you still have, you know... You still have Punk Goes the Weasel. Also, right there's another example. You see how in that situation she dropped the pallet and then she died? Did you see how she died? Did you see how she got murdered right there? Yeah, there was nothing she could have done to not get murdered. If she didn't drop the pallet, I would have just picked my sword up and kept running. She just has no options. Like, she literally just has no options. There are no options. There's nothing to do. You just die. And I feel like Pyramid Head gets you in a lot of situations like that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of scenarios where when you're playing against Pyramid Head, it's like, hey, option A is to die in this way. Option B is to die in this other way. Like, which way do I want to die? Like, what is my preference on death today? You know? And then you just gotta pick one and then go with it, you know? Like, I genuinely don't know what to do as a survivor against a Pyramid Head that's good, you know? And don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to, like, I'm not opposed to killers being strong, you know? I know that, like, playing this game against 4 good survivors is extremely frustrating as a killer, especially whenever you feel like you should be the power role and you feel like you should be dominating survivors and stuff. Like, I get that it can be frustrating, but I also feel like, you know, there's another side. You know, there's other people playing the video game, and I feel like they also need to be, like, thought about. And the game needs to be not frustrating for them. What the hell is going on in this game? These guys are playing so weird. They're kind of just, like, running. They're like just holding W. See, like, there's just nothing you can do. There's nothing that this Dwight can do. Like, that scenario, like, his only chance is if he drops the pallet and then I just miss. If I just aim wrong. Like, if I aim wrong, then sure, right? But that's it. Like, assuming I don't aim incorrectly, he just dies. He just fucking dies, you know? Like, what can you do? You just die. You don't do anything. You're just dead. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that his zoning is insane, okay? His zoning and his chase potential is, I would say oppressive. I would say as strong as oppressive. However, and this is a big, fatty however, I feel like a lot of other killers in the game also have the same potential to be, like, oppressively strong. But a lot of the time, whoa, hey. But a lot of the times, killer players just don't get good enough at the killer to be oppressive, you know? For instance, I think Doctor's an example of this. I think Doctor's chase is extremely powerful if you know what you're doing. But I feel like most people playing Doctor, not trying to be rude, but I feel like most people playing Doctor just don't really know what they're doing. So you don't really actually see it that much. Like, I think it is a thing. I think Doctor is insane. But at the same time, it's not really problematic because it's like, I guess, somewhat difficult to, you know, be that good with Doctor. And I don't know if that's how Pyramid Head is yet. I've played a little bit of Survivor, and it seems like people are kind of getting the hang of him, you know? Like, it seems like he might be easy to be good at, you know? I feel like, in my opinion, if a killer is, like, oppressive when played correctly, it's okay as long as playing that killer correctly is extremely difficult. Like, the difficulty of the killer needs to, like, match the potential strength, if that makes sense. Also, I have not gotten, like, any pop value because I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. People are stepping and shit. I'm just gonna come down. Is she down hook? I can't remember. I could use my power there. No, I'm gonna cage her though. I'm gonna send her to a cage because I have someone else to chase right here. I'm gonna cage her. Oh, and one more thing about Pyramid Head that I think makes him oppressive is this. It's this. Let me show you. Allow me to show you. Since we have a blendette here, I feel like this is a perfect example, like a perfect time to show you. Like, now what? Now what? Hypothetically, now what? This guy is fucked, right? Like, if I do this right now, this guy is dead. Like, if you send someone to a cage and then you just get to that cage, this guy has no options now. Like, even if somebody tries to run up and unhook him, even if they try to take like 30 hits in the process, like, literally, you can't get borrowed time. You can't get decisive strike. Like no hook perks work. So what can you do? Like in this scenario, you're just dead. You're just absolutely dead. Like, nothing the survivors do can save this guy, which is not great. You know, it's like a face camper's wet dream, dude. It's not good. So, like, yeah, that guy's dead. They didn't even try to save, which, like, I don't blame them. And that's kind of another problem, I think. Like, I'm not even really getting into that one so much because that's not something I do very often. I know I just did it right now, but that was more just me showing an example. That's not something that, like, I do or see done very often. So, ooh, chop, chop, chop. I love that, though. I just want to say that I love that. I love the ability to just insta-kill people. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I love it so much. Anyway, yeah, it's not really like an issue I see enough that I feel like it's like a major problem for me, but I think it's mostly just because I've been playing killer and not survivor. But I feel like if you're a survivor player, like if that's how Pyramid Heads start playing, if it's one of those like, yo, send people to the cage and then just proxy camp the cage and kill the person that's caged, right? Like, if that's how people start playing, it's gonna get really miserable. It's gonna get really, really miserable. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very interesting. This killer is very, very interesting. I find him really fun. I will say that much. I find him really fun. I know this video might seem like it's just like a big like 20-30 minute video of me doing nothing but like complaining. And I'm sorry if it comes off that way, because I'm not like trying to complain. I'm more just like observing, you know? I'm observing things that I think might be problematic, I guess. And it, you know, who knows? It's probably coming out all the wrong ways, but I do find this killer very fun. I will say that much. I find him very, very fun. Like, playing as him is super fun. I just don't know how playing against him is, and that's kind of the issue. Like, DBD is a game where there's multiple people playing. You know, it ain't just the killer. There's survivors there too. Like, they need to also have fun. So if he ends up being like completely miserable to go against, then maybe that's not great. You know. Again, no options. No options. If he'd have thrown that pallet, I'd have hit him. If he didn't throw the pallet, I'd just do that. No options. He has no options. He has negative options. Where are we going, Dwight? See, that's really all you can do is pre-throw pallets. But even then, like, I still think... Okay, he actually got a big enough head start. I still think... Yo, I'm glad he stayed. I still think even then, you're still pretty fucked. Okay, did that, like, absorb it? I actually want to play this. Maybe pre-thrown pallets is the way to do it. But I feel like, no, because I think all I got to do is chase him this way. Yeah. I think all I got to do is just chase him the right way. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. See, I think I'm just misplaying this. Like, I think this is just me misplaying this. I wish I could turn off Bloodlust. You know what? Dwight actually found a pretty good spot here. I mean, this pallet isn't that great, so I can just down him, but that actually worked pretty well. Huh. I'm learning things. Huh. We're gonna give this guy the chop. We're just gonna chop him up real quick. Huh. I'm learning things. That was actually interesting. That pallet was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. I feel like, again, you're still like... It's still very difficult because I feel like I was just misplaying it, and I feel like if I played it better, he would have died. So that might be more like me lacking experience rather than like him like finding a tile that's actually strong. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. GG's. He said, took me a while to see your pattern, but it was too late. Man, I wish I could like rematch this guy and like, cause I'm really curious. I feel like I could just switch up my pattern and then it'd be different, but I don't know. I am open to be proven wrong. I'll say that much. I am like well open to being proven wrong. if like people can find ways to like reliably counterplay him, that's fucking awesome. I hope so. I really hope so. Because this guy did give me a good run at the end there. But again, I still think that was just me messing up. I think I was just timing my sword wrong. And I was timing my shockwave wrong. Because I'm still not like that experienced. Like, this is only my second day playing him. So I'm not that experienced myself yet. But anyway, GG's. GG's, we go again. Alright guys, we're gonna do another game, except this time I'm taking off Ruin because that was such a weird synergy. I feel like this is much better synergy, right? Like, I feel like this is much better. I replaced it with Devour Hope. See, this is kind of interesting because again, I was talking about how like hook perks don't work with Pyramid Head. So for instance, Pop Goes the Weasel won't activate if you send someone to the cage. Also, Devour Hope won't activate if you send someone to the cage. This is only with hooks. However, I think that sending people to the cage is very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Overrated? It's very overrated. I don't think it's always the correct play to do, and I think I'm going to talk about that a lot in this next game. So let's, yeah, let's just go ahead and go and give it a try. We'll talk about it. Let's do it. Okay, Suffocation Pit. Suffocation Pit. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, see, this is more like a standard map, so I think this will be a lot better as far as like telling how things actually play. Like, I feel like the new map is kind of, it's very like unique, and I feel like it's kind of like, it's hard to judge how things actually play because of that map, you know? Like right here, like this guy, what are you gonna do? You throw the pallet, you get hit. You don't throw the pallet, you know. I sound like a broken record right now. Anyway, let's talk about caging. Let's talk about caging. So here, let's see if we can get this guy tormented. Just because why not? Well, it doesn't look like he's doing it. Step in my trail, do it. Step in it. Thank you. So like for instance, like let's talk about it. Right here, I think it's actually a good time. Because when you send someone to a cage, you send them to the exact opposite corner of the map. So that guy's gonna go down there, right? Right now, I think it's worthwhile because basically it forces the survivors to go down to the side of the map where all the gens are blocked with Corrupt, which I think makes it good. However, I do not think that it's always the smart play. A lot of people seem to think that sending people to the cage is like no matter what, 100% of the time, the best play, no matter what the situation. And I do not believe that to be true. What the hell was that like the laggiest sprint burst? He was like not sprint bursting for a second and then he did. That was really weird. This guy's ping must be incredible. Anyway, I don't think it's always the correct play. Because, for instance, a scenario where it wouldn't be the correct play would be if I down, like say I down this ace in a corner of the map, right? Say we're like in a far corner of the map and none of his team is there. It's just him. Like say I have Infectious Fright or I just somehow have the game knowledge to know that his team is nowhere near him, right? Me sending him to the cage literally just allows his team to instantly get the unhook. Like it basically hand delivers the teammate. How is that guy not saved yet, by the way? What's going on? It basically hand delivers him to his team, which is not good. Instead of like forcing the teammates to come to you, to come to the hook, it makes you run the whole way across the map to go to the survivors, which is very difficult because it takes a very long time to get across the map. This guy just seems like he just wants, he's just done with it all, dude. He's just done with it all. We don't got to worry about Decisive Strike because, you know, don't got to worry about Decisive Strike because, you know, good old Cage of Atonement. The good old Cage. Don't got to worry about Diaz. That guy's dead. Rip. But yeah, so caging is interesting. I don't think it's always the right play. I think it has potential to be the right play a lot of the time, but I don't think it always is. Like, for instance, right here, if I can get this guy tormented, it would actually be really good to send him because he just got unhooked. So, like, being able to send this guy would be great, but I don't think he's going to step in it. Step in it. He might DS me. He might DS me here, but that's okay. That is A-okay. I'm A-okay with that. That is cool. That is A-okay with me. We already got a kill. I think we're going to do fine this game. Whoa! What the fuck? Where the hell did you come from? I probably wouldn't even have seen you if you just stayed crouched. Okay, for instance, I think this is a great example. So, we just saw that ace running away, and we also know that the other survivor broke my totem. So if I would send her, like right now, if I sent her to the cage, the dude that broke my totem is over there on that side of the map. He is just gonna instantly unhook her. Like, literally all I would do is be like, hey, here's your teammate, and he's just gonna unhook her, and then I'm gonna have to run my ass the whole way down there. So instead of making me run my ass the whole way down there, we'll take the, like, you know, 5 or 10 seconds to pick her up, hook her. That way now the survivors down here are pressured to have to come the whole way down here. Like, making the survivors run instead of you is important. But that also goes vice versa. If all the survivors are near you, like, if you down someone and there's like a bunch of survivors nearby, then yeah, fucking cager, you know, cager. Make all the survivors hike across the map to then get them. Yeah, see, they're on this gen. Like, they probably would have popped up like right here. Pop goes the weasel. Value, baby. Look at all that value. I think that dude was probably in a locker or like hiding in basement, but I don't really care enough to check. That was a crow. Where? What are you? Hello? What the hell is going on this match, dude? This guy. What have you been doing this whole time? What the fuck? What is going on? Was he just in the locker? Are these guys all like? I'm massively confused. I am so insanely lost. I'm not even gonna bother kicking that. It's barely even progressed. I think the other dude was here, right? Was he not? I mean, yeah, he tapped this, which means I get to kick it again. Bruh, what are you guys doing? What is happening? We're playing this game at rank 1, boys. Oh, this is also pretty awesome if she unhooks. Ready? Damn. You can kind of do like Leatherface. You can kind of be like Leatherface with Pyramid Head, where if someone unhooks in front of you, you can, you know, do the thing where you down them both. Go to your cage. Get on, get. Get on, get on, scram. I mean, hey, that was, that game was fast. That was a very, very fast one. But hey, GG's. GG's, my dudes. All right, Gers. Oh, man. Oh, man, these guys, oh, God, are they fighting? Are they fighting with each other? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, GG's, boys, look at that. Red ranks, baby. This is red rank Dead by Daylight gameplay, boys. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh, this shit got real fast. This got real fast. I'm just gonna back out of this one slowly, to be honest with you. GG, guys. So anyway, that's it. This was a very quick video. I just wanted to kind of like do some gameplay of good old Triangle Man and also talk about my thoughts. I want to end this by saying that I don't think that he's necessarily OP overall. Like, I don't think he's like unbeatable or anything. And I do think like aiming his attack is kind of hard. And I'm really curious. I'm not gonna make any value. Like, this video will probably have a clickbait title, okay? Because let's be real, it's YouTube. So why wouldn't I? You know, come on. Let's just be real with each other. Come on. But to be perfectly honest, like I'm not gonna make any like final decisions on how strong or weak this guy is yet. Like he did just come out. I think we need to give it like a week or a month or so to like give people a chance to actually play as him and against him and learn some counterplay. For instance, at the end of that last game, or at the end of the first game, on that one Paolo with that Dwight, I was starting to question things. I was like, wait, maybe, hold on a second. And I'm not convinced yet, but, you know, give it some time. Maybe the things that I think are oppressive, maybe there's things that'll help it, but I don't know. We'll see. Please, guys, let me know your thoughts on everything that I said. If you think I'm dumb as shit, let me know. If you agree, let me know. Let me know how you guys feel about things. Let me know what you think that could be done to make them better or worse. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Sub to the channel if you care, but you don't have to. Doesn't matter. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. I'm getting out of here. Have a good one, guys. See you later. I'm out of here. See ya. Take care. See ya. I'm out of here. See ya. I'll see you later. See ya.